YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Have a chance to actually record a video. Hasn't been that long since I recorded the last one, but I have been able to amass some stuff to share with you guys and talk about. I usually start these videos out with the new Club Nintendo. Unfortunately, that hasn't released. Not sure when that's actually going to come out. The last issue that they released was the Super Mario Maker issue, and they haven't announced anything, so yeah, no Club Nintendo to talk about. However, I was able to, thanks to my brother-in-law, get a Charizard amiibo. Anyone that's been following my videos know that there are 3 amiibos that I want to get left in the whole series. They've announced wave after wave after wave of amiibos, but Charizard is the one that I wanted to get because he's my favorite Pokemon in any Pokemon game. If I'm able to catch a Charmander, I will catch it, and I will train it, and I will evolve it into a Charizard, because out of all the... Last time I remember it was like 900 Pokemon, Charizard still stands tall as my favorite Pokemon. So I've wanted an amiibo from this character, and I haven't been able to find it. Like a lot of people, unfortunately, finding amiibos is really hard because people buy them out from the stores and then resell them for 3 times their original amount. So it's really hard to find amiibos. But Target, of all places, Target, I was checking online, and they I guess they got restocked for amiibos, and they released them online, and I asked again my brother-in-law if he could order it for me, and he did, and he got me this really cool Charizard. So I only want Ganondorf. I want to get Ganondorf so I can complete my Triforce. I already have Link and Zelda. I want Ganondorf so I can complete the Triforce, since he represents power, and I would like to get Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. is my main character in Smash. He's the one that I use the most in the Wii U and the 3DS. So I would like to get Bowser Jr. somehow. But I don't know what else. What other amiibo I might be interested in getting. There's a billion. If they do release a Ryu amiibo, I would probably look into that, and Mewtwo. But right now, I'm super happy I got Charizard, and I'm hoping I will be able to get Ganondorf and Bowser Jr. Went to Cinepolis, and anyone that also watches and follows my videos knows that I like to pick up the Collector's Cup. This is the 3D Collector's Cup of Hotel Transylvania 2. Not looking forward that much to this movie. The first one was okay for what it was, but this cup in particular, I really liked. Everyone really stands out in the 3D. You got Frankenstein, werewolf, Dracula, the new kid, Dracula's daughter, the mummy, and the human character. So I thought it was a nice looking cup, so I picked that one up. Also, my wife has oddly enough gotten really excited about Star Wars, and I've between me and her, we've been trying to get these little characters, and I just dropped 2 of them. Hold on. Okay. So, we've been trying to get these little Star Wars characters. Got a Clone Trooper mask there. Got Obi-Wan Kenobi in his armor from Clone Wars. Got Padme. I think it's Padme. Actually, now that I look at her, I don't know if it's Padme or Leia. Well, one of the 2. I don't remember the costume. Yoda. Got Yoda there. Hologram Emperor Palpatine. Anakin Skywalker. There. Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi. Han Solo. Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker. and a clone trooper. Right there. So yeah, my wife really liked these, and between me and her, we started picking them up. We need Chewie and Darth Vader, and if this is Leia Organa, then we need a Padme. And if this is Padme, then we need Leia Organa. We also picked up this Wonder Woman. We have Batman and Superman, so picked up Wonder Woman because it's part of the Trinity. So these are little toys that we picked up for our daughter. She's way too young to actually start playing with this. Well, maybe this one. She's soft and stuff, but I don't know. I'm hoping that my daughter will embrace my geekdom and follow me in these videos and these adventures. But yeah, picked up those. Also for my daughter, we went to the Disney store and we picked up this Baymax. My wife saw it, and we both really loved Big Hero 6, and especially Baymax. I think a lot of people love Baymax. I personally like the balloon version of Baymax. I'm not a big fan of the armored version, but we picked this Baymax doll. Well, it's not a doll, it's this Baymax stuff for our daughter. And he's really cool. His hands move like that. So, it's easy to hug, and it's really soft and plushy. And so yeah, picked this one up for our daughter. It was the last one in the Disney store. So I hope she enjoys it. Went to a Dollar Tree, and I don't know, I like collecting masks and helmets and stuff. So we went to a Dollar Tree and I picked this one up because I thought it looked cool. It kind of reminded me of the mask, the part of the mask that the bad guy from Mad Max uses. So I don't know, I picked it up. I thought it was kind of cool. Also, when we went to the Disney store, I specifically wanted to go to the Disney store, if I'm honest, because I wanted to see what Star Wars stuff I could find. Wasn't able to go to Force Friday, and I wanted to see what I could pick up from Episode 7. And they had a couple of stuff, but honestly, it wasn't anything really that cool. They had the Kylo Ren's lightsaber, they had Darth Vader's lightsaber, they had an Imperial Order voice changer. But the problem with that is that it's only the front part. It doesn't have the back part like the ones that I saw. Well, that I wanted to get in Target. They had a couple of toys, but nothing really that stood out except this. I was gonna buy the Target one, but I did pick up the Kylo Ren voice changing mask. The Target one is a complete mask. It has the front part and the back part, which is what I usually buy when I buy masks, or helmets. But the voice changer one in the Disney store has the cloth. So I thought, well, it doesn't have the back part, but it has this cloth, and it makes him look like. I'll actually put it on so you can watch it. But I can get the thing inside. There we go. So yeah, it has a button somewhere. Oh, actually I have to turn it on. No, I can't find the thing where you turn it on. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try that again. So it has a voice changer, and you can press this button over here.
Together, we will destroy the Resistance and the Last Jedi. Don't fight it. You know you can't. I'm immune to the light. No one will stand in our way. No one.
So I thought it was pretty cool. Like I said, it doesn't have the back part, so it's not a complete helmet. But I still thought it was pretty cool. I like Kylo Ren's design. Don't know much about the character. I've actually tried to avoid any news or spoilers from Episode 7. I want to enter that movie surprised, but I do want to get Episode 7 stuff. I'm thinking about buying the Kylo Ren's lightsaber, even though this one cost me $25. Without tax, it was $25, before tax. The lightsaber costs 33, so it's a little bit more expensive. But his lightsaber looks cool, just like the mask looks cool. So yeah, I'm actually thinking of wearing this at the episode 7. I'm hoping I'll be able to go to the premiere. But I have Kylo Ren's mask, which will go perfect with my Darth Vader helmet and my Clone Trooper helmet. So now I only have to get the I want to get a Boba Fett helmet and one of the New Order helmets, but that's a new addition. Also went to it's not a swap meet, it's kind of like a get together where people sell stuff. Like I said, I like my masks, my helmets complete, but they had this one. They had the Bumblebee helmet, and I've seen this online. I've also seen the Optimus Prime one, and it has this part here. It has like an additional part here, so it'll fit better in the head. But they had it at the swap meet, and it fits. It works.
You are no match for my new kung fu.
So it looks kind of cool. It's also a voice changer, but I haven't been able to figure out how it works. I don't know if it registers ambient noise or it has to be next to, like Bumblebee. Bumblebee talks with by receiving radio and so on. So, it cost me 100 pesos, which is about 750. So I thought, why not? Again, it is a bummer that it's missing this part. But it's still a pretty cool collectible, I thought. So I want to get the Optimus Prime one. I like helmets. I like how they look in when displayed properly. So I picked those up. Also picked up some books. Went to a Dollar Tree and picked up some books. Bought Rage Against the Dying, which is a thriller. Haven't read it. I want to read this to my daughter. I picked up the Arabian Nights. Oh, Bumblebee actually did something. Picked up Arabian Nights, which has the story of Aladdin and so on. So I want to read that to my daughter. Bought the Three Musketeers. Bought this one. Bought Angelopolis. Bought another trailer. Kill Switch. Picked up Blood Gospel, which sounds interesting. It's like vampires intertwined with Jesus Christ. So, sounded interesting. Picked up Son of a Witch, which is the sequel to Wicked. That kind of told the story of the Wicked Witch of the West. Picked up Time on Time. This one looked interesting. Bought this at a Goodwill. Bought Bloodbound. This is actually part 2 of a book series, so I probably will have to get the first one. And I picked up this one, as anyone that follows my channel knows, I really, really, really like Japanese culture. Anything Japanese, especially the samurai era. So I got this book. It's pretty beat up, but it's ancient Japan, and it has like little. I already have a samurai book, but this one talks about ancient Japan during that era, and has pictures and photos and stuff. So I like Japan. I don't know. I have this really deep connection with Japan, and I like the. It's worn out, but it gives it like that old kind of look to it. Like it's from that period. Even though it's not that old, actually it is. It's from 1968. The copyright is from 1968. Wow, this thing is old. I thought it was a little bit more modern, but someone, because of the wear and tear, it just looks older. But no, it's actually pretty old. Wow, I'm surprised, but added that. Let's see. Okay. Picked up some video games. We still have a Blockbuster here in Mexico, so I picked up some video games at that Blockbuster, which hasn't closed, but I don't think it's too far away from actually doing so. Picked up for the DS Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I'm going through a Star Wars craze, so I wanted to pick this one up. Have to pick up the second one though for the PlayStation 3. Picked up from a GameStop really cheap the God of War collection. This is the HD remaster of God of War 1 and 2. Picked up a copy of Resistance 3, which with this I complete the trilogy. I still have to beat Resistance 2 before I start that one. I picked Duke Nukem Forever. It was $2. I know it's not a good game. Everyone that's reviewed it says that this game is not good, but picked it up. Bought Castlevania Lords of Shadow at that Blockbuster. New at GameStop. Well, used at GameStop. It used to cost $17, but because of the news of Konami and that they were, especially now that they just announced that they're not going to do any AAA games anymore, the Konami games have gone up, especially things like Metal Gear and Castlevania. So this one used at GameStop is a lot more expensive. I bought it at Blockbuster for about $15. I think it might have been $15. So now I have my Castlevania collection nearly complete. I just have to pick up Order of Ecclesia for the DS. I want to pick up a copy of Symphony of the Night, even though I have it on the PSP. I want to get a copy for the PlayStation 1, and I'm missing Dracula X on Super Nintendo. For the Wii U, I picked up the Resident Evil Archives, the Wii U version of Resident Evil. Love the remake on the GameCube, so I picked this one up. And I picked up Spider-Man, Web of Shadows. I've heard this is not a good game, especially on the Wii, but whenever there's a multi-platform game, I like to get it on a Nintendo console. That's just the way I am, but looking forward to clocking in sometimes into this. I haven't actually gotten a chance to play it. And if it seems like I'm speeding through this, I am. I just took a shower. I'm waiting for my wife to give me a call because we have some stuff to do. But I was able to pick up some movies, and some of them are purchased from that Blockbuster that's closing. Others are movies that I picked up at Overwheels, really dirt cheap, really dirt cheap, and that's when I usually go crazy and buy a whole bunch of stuff because I buy them super cheap. But I picked up Rec 4 Apocalypse. Really like the Rec series. I really liked Rec 3 and the first one. 2 seemed like much of the same. I haven't watched Rec 4, but I'm looking forward to watching that. Super excited. I was able to get a copy of Audition. I heard great things. Spoonie was talking about this movie, how it's a really good and effective horror movie. Well, it's J-horror, but really good horror movie. Looking forward to watching that. Picked up Bicentennial Man to add to my Robin Williams collection. Robin Williams is one of my favorite actors. He made too many movies to count, just like Jackie Chan or Nicolas Cage, but I want to get the ones that I enjoyed the most. And I really liked Bicentennial Man. I'm only missing, well, I want to get The Birdcage, Good Morning Vietnam, and I think that's pretty much it. I might get a random Robin Williams one here and there, but those are the only 2 movies that I really want. I was able to complete my Jackie Chan collection. I was able to get The Tuxedo. I've been having a really hard time getting this movie. I don't know why. The one time I ever saw it in the wild, it was really scratched up. But this was the last Jackie Chan movie I needed to complete my set here. I'm missing, of course, like Robin Williams, he made a bunch of movies, and I'm missing a whole bunch of Jackie Chan movies, but I personally wanted The Tuxedo. The only other one I would really want to get is Drunken Master. But I added that and I completed that to my Jackie Chan collection. Another one, it released, they made a re-release, but I wanted this one. And it's the Star Trek First Contact with the Borg. The Borg are my favorite Star Trek villains. Even though this one kind of made them look weaker because they introduced a queen, a Borg queen, and it kind of made the Borg seem more human. And I didn't like that. The thing I loved about the Borg is that they were not human. They were totally machine, and you can negotiate with them, unless it was to serve their own ends. But I really wanted this. This is the last movie I needed for my next generation collection. So really stoked that I was able to add that. Also picked up this double feature from Jean-Claude Van Damme, featuring Bloodsport and Time Cop, two of his movies that I really enjoyed. I'm missing Universal Soldier, and I want to get, if it's out there, a copy of Hard Target. So I really enjoyed that one too. Picked up the special edition of Aliens. I'm still sorry to say I'm missing Alien, but glad I was able to get that. Also picked up Robin Williams' 1 Hour Photo. I haven't seen this movie. I've heard Robin Williams gave a really creepy performance, just like he did in Insomnia. And I have Insomnia, so I saw it and I picked it up. But again, Birdcage and Good Morning Vietnam are the two ones that I really want to get. For Nicolas Cage, just like Jackie Chan and Robin Williams, there are some movies that I do want to get. He has too many to list, but City of Angels was one of them. I didn't know this, but it's a remake of an Italian movie, Wings of Desire, I think. But this was when Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan were at the top of their game in Hollywood, so I picked it up. From Nicolas Cage, I would like to get Lord of War and Con Air, and there's another one that escapes me, but I still have a couple of Nicolas Cage movies to get. I'm kind of creating a Denzel Washington collection. I couldn't, pass this one up. It's Training Day. It's a movie, if I remember correctly, it's the movie that he won his Oscar for, which is weird that he won it for playing a bad guy, but he has had other Oscar-worthy performances before this, but this is the one that did it, and it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Picked up a copy of Trainspotting. This is the bare bones copy. It doesn't have any special features. But I remember watching this movie and thinking it was really trippy, but I wanted to get it. I've been looking for a copy of Trainspotting. Picked this one up mostly because of Rachel Welch, but I picked up Beautiful Creatures. Have never seen it, know nothing about the movie, but yeah. Went to a Goodwill and I picked up a copy of Men in Black. The first one. It's a 2-disc set, the collector's edition, 2-disc set with the pamphlets and stuff. But I've never seen this version. Of course, there's a Men in Black edition, but I've never seen this one. So I'm really happy I was able to get this particular version because I've never seen that one before. My mom saw this on Nova Wheels, and so she gave me a 2-pack of UFC 49 and UFC 50. I already own UFC 50. But I don't own UFC 49, so really happy to get that. Almost complete the movies from Adam Sandler that I want to get. I was missing I Now Pronounce You, Chuck and Larry. Adam Sandler has had highs and lows. He's made some really good movies that I've enjoyed, and he's made some movies that I just do not like The Waterboy. I don't like Waterboy. I don't like Little Nicky. I did not like Jack and Jill, and That's My Boy. So Adam Sandler does get a lot of hate, but I do enjoy his movies, and I enjoyed Chuck and Larry. I do want to get Grown Ups 2, because that one had funny parts. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it had funny parts. And I want to get Pixels. I really enjoyed Pixels. I don't know why so many people hated that movie as much. Another person that everyone universally hates is Rob Schneider. But I enjoyed The Hot Chick, so I picked up a copy. In all honesty, he only has 3 movies that I enjoyed. The Hot Chick, The Animal, which I own, and the first Bruce Bigelow. Also want to complete my Al Pacino collection. I've never seen this on DVD, so I picked up City Hall. I've never seen it on DVD, but I picked it up. Picked up The Insider. I saw this once on TV, thought it was really cool. Haven't seen it on DVD on the wild before, so I'm really excited I was able to get it. Also picked up Wall Street. Great movie from the 80s. I think it was from the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was the 80s. So yeah, good movie starring Charlie Sheen before he went crazy, and Michael Douglas, who was at the height of his game. Picked up Ocean's 13 on Blu-ray at a Walmart here in Mexico. Was dirt cheap. Was like $3. $3 for a Blu-ray. I thought was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed Ocean's 11. Ocean's 12 was so-so, and I haven't seen Ocean's 13, but looking forward to that. Picked up, here in Mexico, it's called Paranormal Activity 0, The Origin. Supposedly, this is the origin of the Paranormal Activity events. It's not. This is a Japanese adaptation of Paranormal Activity. It's actually called, in America, Paranormal Activity Tokyo Night. It's a Japanese take on found footage, but it's kind of like mixed with the Ring. But, again, heard Spoonie talking about this, and I wanted to check it out for myself, because I really enjoyed the Paranormal Activity movie, so glad I picked that one up. I also picked up a copy of Ong Bak. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Starring the guy from The Protector. I think it's the guy from The Protector. The Protector had awesome stunts, so I want to see if this one also does. And the last batch of movies I picked up Dr. No, which is the very first James Bond movie that came out, starring Sean Connery. I wanted to own this. I am trying to complete my James Bond set. I'm still missing Octopussy, Skyfall. I don't know if I want to get the two the License to Kill movies, but I really want to get Skyfall and Octopussy. So I'm hoping that down the line I will. But Dr. No, really good movie. Picked up Lethal Weapon 1. Great movie. A scene that now I'm using as I get older is that I'm getting too old for this shit. Now that I'm old, it kind of rings true. But I also picked up Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 2. And Lethal Weapon 3. So say what you will about Mel Gibson now, he did some really cool action movies back in the day. They didn't have Lethal Weapon 4, if they would, but that's the more common one I've seen. I've seen Lethal Weapon 4 all over the place, but I've never bought because I was missing Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3. Now that I have 1, 2, and 3, I'll track down Lethal Weapon 4, because if memory serves me right, that's the one with Jet Li, and if nothing else, Jet Li was cool in that one. And the last movie I picked up is Flashdance. There's a newer version of this at Walmart, but I wanted to get this one. I like the first prints. I think this might be the first print. I don't know if it came in one of these clam before, but Flashdance, great 80s movie. So I picked it up. And that's it. A really big haul. I usually like to recommend the standout things. Video game wise, I'm gonna go with God of War, the God of War collection. Movies, I honestly bought so many movies, it's kind of hard to make a recommendation. It really is, because the movies I bought because I wanted to see them. But I'm gonna go with Jackie Chan. You can't go wrong with Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is awesome, and it stars Jennifer Love Hewitt. So yeah, and Aliens, of course. Aliens. Oh man, this movie is so cool. If you haven't seen Alien or Aliens, why haven't you? They're like the cornerstones. The first one is a cornerstone horror movie, and this one is a cornerstone action movie. So it's amazing. It's a really cool movie. So those are going to be my recommendations for sure. I mean, I'm going to go out because I'm super excited for the release of this movie. So I'm going to go out as Kylo Ren. Oh, turned it off. Why did I turn it off?
Together, we will destroy the Resistance and the Last Jedi. Don't fight it. You know you can't.
So yeah, thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Until I see you again, this is Vargas XX78. thanking you and signing out.